Hi there friends and welcome to episode 6 of my beginner's gameplay series for Timberborn. I'm Icon and today I want to mess around with water. For the first time, I want to try around what building a dam does and check out what we actually can do with all these shenanigans. So, since I have no clue how this game actually plays out around that, my idea was quite simple. I want to build a floodgate, a dam here, and try to increase the total amount of water in this body of water. I got no clue whether or not this will work out, if it will eradicate my town or whatever. We're just going to try it out and see what happens out of that. So we can go for larger or smaller floodgates. Well, I'm going to go for this size here. And let's see what that actually does bring. I still got no clue whether or not this is going to solve any of my problems. But one thing that I did realize in the last couple of episodes was that we are pretty much doomed in the long run if we don't manage to have a more permanent income of water. I mean, at the end of the day, we do work out quite decently so far. And I think this isn't working out too bad all in all. But yeah, I still feel as if we really need more work to be done there. And well, yeah, everybody's working quite hard. Food stockpiles are looking quite decent as well. Let's see how this will work out. Problem here is for me, since I've never played with any form of dam building or stuff like that, I seriously got no clue how all these mechanics in that game work. But I also didn't want to spoiler myself by watching other people's guides, videos, or such things. I always feel like I learn the most by failing myself and sharing that with you. So basically, I fail so you don't have to. Okay. Okay, does synchronize with the adjacent floodgates. That's cool. So this building is too far from builders, so they can't reach that right now. Is that true, or does sound true? They don't connect that now. So let's see if that's being fixed if we put a staircase into the water. Because I have learned out of the comment section, bless you guys for helping me out there, that our beavers don't necessarily need paths or such. They are good swimmers, and therefore they just bring stuff down there through the water. If you put down a staircase on one shore and the other, they also walk or swim onto the other side. The more you know. But I think food-wise, my society is quite well off right now. The next thing that I wanted to go for are aesthetics and leisure things. So shrubs, roofs. Alright, satisfies aesthetics within one tile. And this is for spirituality. I'd say it's about time to start researching a temple. I mean, our society is big enough. Must be built on the ground. Is this because of all the trees there? I might think so. Well, we're going to build the temple over there. I like the idea of that. But the priority of this one is going to be rather low. I don't want my planks, which are supposed to go into the floodgates, put on the wrong project there. So let's assign higher priorities. I want these on a high priority. pretty important for me. Alright. Looks like my food economy is way better off this year than the last year. The irrigation tower is still draining my water stockpiles a wee bit, but, well, we're doing just fine. There's one thing I really want to do, and that's more large water tanks, but they cost gears, and I don't see myself capable of running more than one gear workshop at this point, so bummer. But we have to accept that. So let's see what these floodgates actually will do, or won't do. No clue. I literally got no clue what this will do. I mean, in theory, it should increase the total amount of water here. In practice, I think it'll all depend a lot on the actual mechanics of the game towards water. And also, does the water just dry up in the next drought? I mean, only because I'm storing it here in this riverbed doesn't mean that it stops the drought. Questions and no answers. Or should I have built that floodgate way higher? We're going to see. I'm always happy when I have that many question marks regarding such things, because that means there's a lot to discover, you know. That's something I do appreciate. Okay, so that's the last floodgate, and let's see if it does anything. I mean, theoretically, it should do something. Drought. Okay. So yeah, we did successfully lower the water level over here. And the water here is a little bit higher now. So makes me wonder if I would now, let's say, start storing the water more here. Did it do anything for the... Not really. Okay, we're going to see how that plays out in the actual drought season. I highly doubt that it will have any change or impact on what's happening so far, but we're going to see. I'd love to build another dam here to make sure that the water can't escape, and I'd love to have the actual body of water here. This would be what I'd actually prefer, but okay, let's speed up the game and see how well we're going to do. We won't be in time for a bigger water tank, or another big water tank, I should rather say. So we're going to put up a couple of them small ones here again. I know, it's a waste of space in a way, but I'll slowly start replacing them dudes here in the next season once I have enough gears online. At least that's the plan. In comparison to the last drought period, we are doing very much better. So, yeah. Let's see. I mean, I could just try and put up an even higher dam here and see if it does make any difference, but I somehow doubt it. I somehow doubt it. Well, we're going to lose a lot of the plank production during the drought season. I wanted to say winter. Winter and drought do feel quite similar in this game. I don't dare to expand in any way right now because we've got such a shortage of workforce here. It's quite frightening for me. Alright. It's going to be the last day before the drought, but I feel pretty comfy with my stockpiles and all. We're doing great. I hope at least. Let's see how long the next drought will be, and let's see how good this will go. Especially curious what will change due to that newbie dam that I built here. I mean, blocks water completely. I want that explosives factory because I really think that the real terraforming begins once you have dynamite. This is something I hope maybe the future versions will change up a bit, because I really feel like this is oof, this is pretty rough, you know. Alright, so distribution post. We're adding a new route over here, and we're transporting carrots. Yeah. And we also seem to need a warehouse down there, too. Let's see. It's curious about the fact, about the question whether or not we'll now be capable of building that over here or not. So yeah, I'm transporting away a portion of my stockpiles into another district right now. But I feel like we should be capable of doing so. I got more food than my settlement possibly needs right now. So we're in a good way, I dare say. Okay, drought is kicking in. Now let's see what'll change. It's only a 6-day drought. I think the last one was longer, wasn't it? So water's drying out here. Water is now staying a lot longer alive here. That's different compared to before. But I'm pretty sure we will lose the water here as well. Or not. I have no clue. But as far as I remember, this body of water is drying out as well next. Oh, okay. Jeez. I'm quite surprised. I didn't think that this would be that effective. Alright. This seems to solve a lot of my problems already. Okay, neat. Alright, with that done, we can easily set up our base camp over there. So it's clearly visible that we don't have any people working there, but we have water, and yeah, no, we don't have water. We have food, and also it seems as if we need a new route there, or water. Because no water, no life, you know? Okay. Nice. I really didn't think that it would be that easy. Like, seriously, a big part of my fields here are still working. Okay. Probably the droughts will go heavier later down the road. And there's one thing I'm pretty sure about. This is only a... Well, I could assume that if I would go down deeper and draw now bigger tunnels and such, that this amount of water will ultimately be not enough anymore to withstand the drought. So, well, this body of water is the only one that's actually withstanding the drought. Sadly. I'm just wondering how this does work. So the drought does seal off the water source here. And for some reason, every water source which is deep enough doesn't get killed. depth marker. Measures the depth of water. Let's try that out. I mean, this building must have any use in any... must have a use in any way. Oops. Let's check out what that does. I mean... but one thing doesn't happen anymore, and that's energy production, because the water is not flowing here anymore. So our little dudes would need definitely a extra energy source if I would want to produce logs and such during the drought. Because right now we don't have any method of gaining energy during the drought season. So water level 0.35. So yeah, just like I thought, the water is slowly depleting. It's not endless. There's basically only a question of how much water do I accumulate when the drought kicks in. Now I begin to understand what's happening here. Okay. So basically we're now using that water, and the depth marker does tell me how much there's left. If I would now expand the dam, let's say just over to this corner here, we would allocate more water in that basin, and we would have more water to work with. And I think that's all that's there to understand. Nice. It's always a nice feeling when things start to make sense that didn't make sense before. Okay. Now, I want to have a simpler pathway towards the temple for people who are not living on that mountain. And spirituality, well, it's not satisfied yet. Could be, though, after the staircase there is going to be done. Who knows? But yeah, we're slowly losing our water. But it doesn't matter. Like, by the time that we will lose access to the water, I'll still have such huge stockpiles there that we're going to make it through the rest of the dry phase easily. So I could now start going for multi-stage dams or such, like going to store the water here too. Like one dam here would do the trick, and we could add in new water if necessary. Crazy things are happening in my mind. So let's see, I'm pretty sure that this will be... Once this is gone, this place is going to run dry as well. Okay, so no, they're not building anything over there. I am not too surprised. So we do have more workers than workspaces right now. So we can migrate two people here. No. The other way around. So we're going to bring two adults over there. And let's see. Well, they'll also need wood to work with, I just noticed. So they're also going to receive a delivery of logs, because there's practically nothing to work with there. And we're going to put down the scavenger flag there. And there we go. I'll need more unemployed beavers in that district though, so let's migrate one more beaver to District 2. And now we're going to need another distribution post here. Otherwise, I won't be able to transport the metal somewhere else. So they'll also need a delivery of planks there. My god. Things are growing more and more complicated here. So we're going to need planks. But luckily I will be able to cut down many of these necessities quite soon. The weight of the water is going away now, but I'm pretty sure it does. So there are so many things that I could do now. I could just start exploding away parts of that cliff to make the body of water larger. I could start bombing away these steps here to make the total amount of water larger. There's a lot of things that we can do to make it happen. So, the district up here has only 2 beavers. I think one of them died of old age. So, well, we'll have to wait up here as well a bit. We can't just go forward as we want to. But one thing at a time. One thing at a time. I'm pretty sure that next episode I will have my metal income. Wait a sec, we already have some scrap metal. Fancy. So now we'll also need a drop-off platform then on the other side. Here we go. Now I just need to wait until the distribution post is done. Gonna need a lot of workforce actually to get the job done. Yeah, just like I thought now. It's all gray now too. But the drought has ended, and the dam really did a lot of work here for us. Okay. So basically, I'm now just waiting until the workforce is complete. We will have to wait until we got enough planks down here. Then we should be just cutting the planks drop off. I'm not sure. We're gonna see. And there comes the water. I just want to check out the depth marker now. Yeah, okay. The water level is now rising rapidly. Okay. So there are absolutely several ways to get the job done. I could have also increased the height of these coastlines here to make the whole basin deeper. Starting to grasp the methods that we can go for to increase the workforce of the beavers. So, spirituality, well, they don't seem to be satisfying their needs there accordingly. There's a couple of beavers really far away from that temple. Dang. But, well, we're just going to do that later, I guess. For now, the most important thing for me is finishing that distribution post. And let's see. Where did all the gears go? Seriously, where did all my gears go? Okay, the distribution route, the distribution post is done. And you guys are going to export that scrap metal. And then we're going to need a shredder. So 250 units of horsepower. God. How much unused horsepower do we have here? Not enough. Alright, so this is going to be yet another fun challenge there. I mean, power wheels are not going to kick it. Large windmill could be an option. I mean, we would need 2 power wheels to get that, to kick that thing off. Wee bit less than that. Well, sadly, I totally botched up my complete setup there. The bloody mess, what I did there. So, well, let's see. Can I get... Can we put a power wheel down there? Well, it definitely would go there. Well... Almost looks as if it was too deep into the water there. Yeah, power connection is blocked. But I mean... Shouldn't it work like that? I'm a little bit confused right now, but whatever. We don't want to put up that power connection right now. Those water wheels keep confusing me. Always. So down here in that district, we don't really have too many people working there. So I want to reduce the total amount of people in the district center on up down to 1. Because it's seriously not necessary there. And, well, we'll also need that one more dude for the distribution post here. So this episode, I really want to get everything done for District 2 for now. In a way that they can operate there. So here we go. Now, we can cancel the building material routes there. We don't need that. It's important that they got their food, of course, but beyond that, I don't think so. So, well... Now we got the issue that we don't have spirituality on all beavers, or what? Well, I want to try out one thing. And that's to check out what's happening when we put down a temple here as well, you know, between the 2 districts. I want to know if the beavers from the southern district actually check out the northern district's temple. That's some pretty interesting and important question. Alright, we got the necessary gears for yet another water tank. Well, probably not into that corner because it will end up being inaccessible there. Let's do it like that. Still the same corner, but a different direction. Thing here is, I don't want to delete the old water tanks if I don't have to. Because, you know, they are useful after all. It's not like they aren't working in any way. So... everything's fine here so far. Now we could think about building another bigger and better dam over here. I mean, if I'm not mistaken here... Is this exceeding? Yeah, it is. So we could go for a 2-story one? Yeah, but this would be even a bit more water, you know? Madness has begun. Alrighty, friends, so I'll leave it here with this episode. I'll think about what to do next time. We're going to see where all this leads us. The temple is yet to be unlocked. The production of scrap metal has begun. Next episode, we're going to bring up somehow the necessary power production for that. Probably I'll bring up the necessary scrapper over on this side, because this is where we have power production most time of the year. Thanks for another episode. Thanks so much for watching. Drop your comments down below. Leave a thumbs up on that video if you enjoyed. And of course, consider subscribing to my channel. There's daily new content happening there. Just hit that subscribe button, turn on the notification bell, and I'd be super, super happy. See you guys next time. Bye-bye.